All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new DC update. And things just became extremely difficult for Warner Brothers Discovery as they are being sued by none other than the Schuster estate, who is half the owner of Superman. You have two families that were involved in creating Superman. You have Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, I believe. And so it's the Siegel and Schuster family who are co-owners. Now, the Siegel family has been cozy to Warner Brothers for a long time. Schuster family, not so much. And they actually have a legitimate gripe with going to sue Warner Brothers. I'm going to show you guys the article. I'm not going to read it, but I am going to describe what is happening. I've read through the article, and we're going to talk about what this means for Warner Brothers going forward. But let's take a look. So here it is. Superman estate sues Warner Brothers Discovery and DC Comics to block the release of Superman in key territories. Now, where are they saying it can't be shown legally? Canada, the United Kingdom, Ireland, and Australia. And why is this? Well, because of this long-standing estate law that they had put together with both families, that when someone from a family passes away, X amount of years has to pass, and then those licenses to be able to use that character need to be removed. Well, that time came and went in 2017 with the Schuster family. And so if the Schuster family does not sign off on it or get these other countries to go ahead and pay the license, then Warner Brothers Discovery legally cannot show this in those areas. Now, how are they going to prevent this from happening? Well, Warner Brothers is trying to get the lawsuit just dropped, which I don't think they're going to be able to do. Because if this was written into the contracts and it's part of their, what they agreed to legally, then legally Warner Brothers Discovery has to abide by this, and they have to go and seek a license from each of these countries. But what this means is it's going to mean more money for the Schuster family. And they know that they're going to be doing a lot of marketing and, merchandising for this film, and they want some of that money. And I agree with them for doing this. Now, this is bad timing. I think they should have done it a lot sooner than this. But if this movie does not play in those countries, it's going to destroy the film. And they have a right. If you're a co-owner or a co-creator, I shouldn't just say co-owner, co-creator of Superman, you should be legally compensated for what is happening. Now, some people are going to come out and say, well, why didn't they do this with Man of Steel? Well, because like I said, that cutoff for that date was 2017. They couldn't do it prior to that. And so 2017 was long after Man of Steel. But why they waited this long is they want the money. They want this while it's going to be on the mind of Warner Brothers. They have leverage. This is what this is. With this movie in production and scheduled to be released in July, they have leverage to go into court and say, hey, you need to pay us. You need to have the license for these countries, or you can't legally show the movie. And I guarantee you that if this goes to court, the court is going to side with the Schusters, unless there is some backdoor deal made with Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is they will destroy whoever they can destroy. They've done it with other creators in the past, and they will continue to do it in the future. They like to crush the small guys. And Schuster is not a small guy, and this is going to be in the news. When something else happens and there is a follow-up to this story, I will definitely let you know. But it says, here's what it says. The latest, where is it? It says the matter is ripe for adjudication, and it is, as defendants are actively planning a major new Superman motion picture and other derivative works for imminent worldwide release. Warner and Perry and his longtime legal team have been in court rather often before this, most recently regarding termination rights under the U.S. Copyright Act. But the automatic foreign copyright revision issue, which this is about, or reversion issue, and that is what this is about, in this case did not occur until years later. And so now it is going to be litigated. It has to. Now it says, Warner Brothers Discovery says, we fundamentally disagree with the merits of the lawsuit, which you can't do. If it's written into the contract, they can't. And they say they will vigorously defend their rights. They don't have rights. The rights are with the co-creators who have signed off. But if that date, it says 25 years after the author's date, and again, 25 years, that would have been his estate in 2017. And so 2021 in Canada, Schuster died in 1992 and Siegel in 1996. By operation of law, Schuster's foreign copyrights automatically reverted to his estate in 2017. And so, and in most of those other territories in 2021. And so they are right. The Schuster family is right. Warner Brothers cannot win this. They are going to have to bend the knee. They're going to have to pay a lot of money. And they're not going to want to do that. So this is going to be interesting to see what happens with this behind the scenes. So what do you guys think about the rights of Superman reverting back to the co-creators and the fact that they have to agree to a new contract to be able to move forward and release in those countries? And so unless Warner Brothers pays a lot of money for the Schusters to be able to agree to that, this movie won't be playing in those countries. But I have a feeling, Warner Brothers may have to bend the knee on this, and this is going to hurt their bottom line, guys. This will be taken into account when the movie comes out. And we may never hear, they may end up doing, just be aware, too, that with court, they may end up doing a non-disclosure agreement saying, we may never know how much they're going to have to pay the Schuster family. But if you think this is going to be small potatoes, it's not going to be small potatoes. Superman is probably the second most well-known character across the world besides Batman, and the co-creator is going to want their money. And this is going to hurt the bottom line of Superman in a big, big way. All right, what do you guys think about this? Chime off below, and I will see you guys on the next video.